Alright, we should be live. We're back. We're going to do another Lorwyn Eclipsed draft. So, I did finish the other one. It is attached to the end of the Jumpstart video. So, when that goes live, it's kind of anticlimactic. We ran into a better version of our deck. Their deck was really cool, though. They almost decked themselves. They drew so many extra cards near the end of it. They only had like 7 or 8 cards left in the deck, so... Anyway, we're gonna pop in here. We're gonna use our draft tokens up. Gonna see what happens. Get back to building Ashling probably like tomorrow or Friday. Yeah, once I drafted this set enough that I feel like I can go an hour building a Magic deck before desperately wanting to play the new set. Back to when it's only going to be like, and then I will play the new set very excitedly. Hopefully. I always want to enjoy the new Magic sets. Alright. So I do have a very high opinion of Explosive Prodigy. Am I at all interested in Bridget, though? 3 mana 3/2 that makes a 1/1 and then flips into a creature that taps for at least 2 mana next turn. It will cost a mana to flip her the first time. I mean, she's gotta be worth trying out, right? Like, Explosive Prodigy might be the better overall card, but we'll take Bridget. See what we open and what we get past. Nightmare Sower is interesting. There is a Seer, which would have gone well with our Elemental in the previous pack. Red-White's not a supported archetype, so... Both Wary Farmer and Reluctant Downguard. Possibly worth picking up. The Seer is super tempting, though. Alright, give me the 3 mana 3/3 with upside versus the 3 mana, eventually a 4/4 with upside. Protective Response, okay. Protective Response and Liminal Hold are both in the same pack. Liminal Hold hits anything, but Protective Response is cheaper and can be cast by tapping my creatures, and I'm obviously planning on going wide with what I have, so I think it's Protective Response. Also, I have nothing but 3-drops right now. Surly Farrier or Burdened Stoneback. They're both 2 mana 2/2s. This is obviously on theme, but I don't have any straight-up Kithkin payoffs. And this can eventually become a 4/4. This will make one of my other guys +1/+1 in Vigilance on my turn. Alright, give me the 2 mana eventually becomes a 4/4. I'm interested in the Convoke creature with what I have. I'm also interested in a Great Forest Druid in case I pick up something. There's a Nameless Inversion still in this pack. That's not going to happen in week 2. Like, that's so good, I kind of want to take Nameless Inversion. Alright, I'm going to take the Tree Folk that ramps mana. Super Care for the Elf or the Preacher. Bog Slither's Embrace now. I'm seeing a lot of black removal. I think it's okay to just take Bog Slithers now. We already passed the Inversion, which really sucks, but Inversion's so efficient. Obviously, it was better back in the day when fewer creatures had comes into play abilities and, you know, like walls of positive text that would get you enough for casting them in the first place. That doesn't matter that they died, but... Alright. Black cards are fine, but not amazing. I'm going to take the Shield Bearer. With the right cards, I could see actually being Absent, but we would need the tree folk that remove counters to do stuff, like the white one that brings back a small creature and the black one that can kill a thing. Creature you control get +1/+0. Kithkin also gain first strike. Well, most of my creatures are in fact Kithkin. There's another Reluctant Dower Guard that could come back around. There's also another, like, medium black removal spell in that pack. Oh, there's another Kithkin. At least what I'm doing is open, regardless of... Also, what? Like... Alright. It's fine. Like I said, what I'm doing is open, so the fact that a lot of other things are also open is fine. It's all fine. We're good. I have 7 creatures and 5 of them are Kithkin. I think this was a pack with the other one. Not thrilled with either of those. I will take the Pennant. There's another Kithkin. And both of them. Oh, I really like Dawnhand Dissident. Like, I like this one a lot. What am I losing out on? There's no, like, white removal spell, right? Yeah, we're gonna take Dawnhand here. Slide this Foraging Wicker Maw back up. Blight 2, return it from your graveyard. Giant is actually really strong. Don't need Shore Lurker at all. That's not the punch. That is the punch. Which is a sorcery, as I was reminded last night. I think I actually want the Changeling Wayfinder first, though. Give me another way to find a swamp for this thing. Another protective response. I give up. Is this a print run? Alright, give me the first Liminal Hold, then. Sorry, Meek Attack. Early Farrier probably comes back. I do like Protective Response slightly more just because it's more mana efficient and I can tap out for my creatures and still have it available if the opponent attacks into me. But sometimes you need to actually be able to reach out and kill the thing. Right, Dawnhand Dissident, who's never getting into combat ever? I do like Flock Imposter, although I don't have the best comes into play abilities to really abuse it right now. It does still let me save my creatures from opponent's removal, but it's not exactly at its peak here. Alright, I'll still take it. It's probably the best card in the pack. Another way to cast my black spell. There's also a dose here, which would not be terrible to splash for, but not the best. Elf Warlock. I was wondering what its other creature type was, see if it was, you know, at all... This is one that I get to choose the color that it makes, right? How many instants do I have? 1? Okay. So that's not happening, really. Nightmare Sower. Hey, another fixing spell, then. Ah, Kithkin that makes another Kithkin. I mean, I think Great Forest Druid is going... Like, Great Forest Druid and Changeling Wayfinder are going to be, like, my 2 favorite cards in this format, but, you know... Alright, I'm down for a Shimmer Creep, especially with the other things that I have. I'm going to take the down guard because it works with our Dissident. And it's another Kithkin. Yeah, so notably with Dawnhand Dissident, you can only bring back something that it has exiled, so you do need to Blight 2 to pull that off. But you can cast creature spells that this thing has exiled during your turn. There's no additional cost to do that. So if you tap this thing to Blight 2 to get something out of the graveyard and something you have already has a -1/-1 counter on it, you can just remove 3 counters and immediately cast the thing. And since it's your turn, you get priority. So they would have to kill in response to targeting the thing in the graveyard. I don't think I need a 3/3 flyer that gains me 3 life. It's not terrible. Like, this might actually be worth considering. But take the 10, but I don't have the changelings for it. So mostly just going to be tutor a land at that point. Another shimmering. Spiral into Solitude. Another Gallant Foul Knight. There's the Crossroads Watcher. Alright, give me the Spiral as like one more removal spell, because I haven't been having trouble getting creatures. 3 mana 6/6 is decent. Yeah, I think with what I have, the Invoke Tree Folk is actually pretty alright. Now pick up the Trampler. Ooh, that is Reaping Willow, though, and I am down for a Reaping Willow. I have enough stuff that can put counters on my things anyway, at this point. Like, I can exile stuff from their graveyard with Dawnhand and get it back. Oh, there's a Boggart Mischief. You know what? Give me the Blackthorn. I have a bunch of ramp spells, so... Now I'm finally getting all of the tree folk that I was talking about before. We have the Blighted Blackthorn and the Reaping Willow. Second Reaping Willow, another shot at Nameless Inversion. I think I just take the Weaver, though, at this point. Alright, another Foul Knight, another Foraging Wicker Maw. I think I want one more Wicker Maw, just to make sure I can fix for everything consistently. Also, it's a 1/3, so it can hold the 2 blight counters from a bunch of my things pretty easily, until I can get rid of them for value. Another Bog Slither. Alright, we'll take it. I don't know that I'm running it, but we'll take it. Excuse me. Alright, one last pack we haven't seen. I do like the Disenchant creature. Appeal would be fine. Yeah, give me the Disenchanter. Naturalized creature. It's green, it's a naturalized creature. Another 3 mana, long-term 4/4. Gallant Foul Knight number 2. I don't know that I'm running all of these creatures, but not really interested in any of these. I'm just going to take the uncommon towards set completion at that point. I'll take one of them. I'm still probably not running it, but who knows. Our first Crossroads Watcher, and technically one of them too, but I'm not running it. Okay. So, white-green, ostensibly Kithkin, lots of tree folk, splashing black. Alright, I think we still have to do the negative T colon creature. Yep. Crossroads Watcher, Chomping Changeling. I might not need the down guards, honestly. Like, obviously, I have enough ways to remove their counters, but I also don't necessarily need them. They're kind of medium. I don't need the Burden Stone back either. Let's see, if I get rid of them, my main ways to remove counters are the Reaping Willow and the Dissident itself. Is probably enough. Alright, get rid of the stone back. Get rid of the down guards. Changeling's fine. Pretty sure I want to do this. I don't need the swamps early. Technically, I can probably go to 2 swamps here. Because I only ever need 1 swamp. So, to do any of my stuff. Still need 6 cuts. At most I will have 4 colors for this, which is pretty strong, actually. Oh no, I can have all 5 colors. If both Wicker Maws are in play, I can filter a red and a blue through them. Or I can theoretically cast this if I know this is coming up and I don't need the fixing anymore. But alright, how many good comes into play abilities do I have? That one. Bridget will get hers back anyway. That's 2. Three. Flock Imposter is very playable, but I don't think I need it. Question mark? Alright. I need room, and I don't super need those guys. Could get rid of the Flock Imposter, it still doesn't feel great. I could lose the Changeling. I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ways to fix my mana at that point. Like, it's really good for fixing, and I like it a lot. But I don't need it, and the other fixing is all cheaper, and or has better bodies attached to it. Yeah, that might be wrong, but I think I lose the Changeling. I think I lose that Changeling before I lose this one. Maybe just one Bog Slither. So I am technically light on black mana. I think the other two should be creatures, so... Go down to one of her. I'm debating if it should be the Foul Knight. What is my actual Kithkin count right now? 8. So 7 other creatures plus 2 changelings. So 9. 9's probably good enough. I only have 3 actual ramp spells. Like, I can't cut a land because I have these things, technically. Might be the Nomad. Maybe it's just the Nomad. Alright, we're gonna give it a shot, see how it plays. Nomad would be a little bit better if I had more Kithkin payoffs. I don't think I would cut it, but since I have more little creature payoffs instead. Oh, that is all 3 of my colors, and I get to play that thing turn 1, and I'm on the play, so... Goblin? Or elemental? Elemental. Okay. Well, let's get this beatdown train going. Oh, that's adorable. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of hard to argue with that one. So, let's see. 2 taps for 3, 4, 5. The biggest problem is she taps for the mana either combat or not combat. Alright, so I think we just attack with these 2. I was gonna say they can throw that on there. So I could tap her for 3 here, flash that in, pick up the 1/1 and put it back down. Yeah, I think that's fine. Oh, right, I don't even have to... I don't even have to bounce it now because it's going to get +1/+1. In that case, yeah, let's just kill their thing and develop out to the board instead. Yeah, I was thinking I was going to have to bounce it, but I don't have to bounce it. I can just let it get pumped there. I can use it as a combat trick to develop to my board so that my Brigid makes extra mana next turn, and And I have a 2/2 flyer, and they lose their guy all in the same turn. That seems way better. Let's do that one instead. This is infinitely worse than my previous opening hand. I think we have to mulligan. That's much better. Alright, because I have the 0-4, I think I put back the land. That's the haste one. Yeah. Yep. Really hoping for a land there. Yeah, I think we just pass, hold up the 2/2, because they might kill, if they draw like the 4 damage burn spell, they might try and kill my 0-4 here. Like either of them, the 2-mana one or the blight onto your guy. I'm just gonna flash this out then, not bounce anything. Alright, hit him for 2. Cast this. I don't think I need to use this to kill anything yet. It is going to suck when they kill my 0-4 here because they want to get in for damage. And then I can't cast any of my black spells. Get in a quick 2. And then let's cast a 5/6. Sure. That's fine. Yep, that is also fine. Hit me for a bunch of damage while you can. Alright, 2 in the air. And surprise, black spell. I'm going to have to kill that just because of the 3/3, I think. Yeah, they can blight onto it one more time to deal me some damage, but that just makes my attacks better. Like, they can double block the 2-2 on the ground now, and that's fine. Because that leaves them with a lot less bodies to deal with the 3-5, and I already have a way to take away one of their blockers, so they're kind of up against it right now. Just hit them with that. And then a quick 5 damage. Surveil one. While presenting another lethal threat. I guess I could have cast that one to have another lethal threat, but if they have the 2 -1/-1 counters on each creature, that'd be bad, so. Okay. Discard a card, try and find another cheap creature so they can double block my 3-5 and still die. Alright, I know I'm only 2 drafts in and like 3 sealed decks, but so far Lorwyn has been just a ton of fun. I love when I can play like more than 2 colors in a draft where I can grab something cool and splash for it the way we're doing with the with the 1-2. And then picked up like a couple of other black spells because why not? Alright. Okay, let's get this one down first. Ooh, they have a Sig. And they're gonna tap Sig so they get through for the 1 damage, yeah. Sig's real bad, because Sig's not gonna attack either. Alright. We'll probably have to use that on Sig in a minute, but first things first, so do green and 1. Cast this. That. Naming. I think we name black just in case. Then we cast Brigid. Get our 1/1 out of it. I was going to say, I have to imagine, unless they're casting something here, they're going to flip it. They named white, right? Oh no, it gains protection from all colors? From each color until end of turn. Okay. So it's just protection from everything. Yeah, they have to flip Sig so that they can flip him back over next turn to get in for damage again and draw another card. Until my next turn, too, so it's a 1/3 Vigilance Pro. I'm sorry, did they just attack with Sig? With only 1 untapped creature? Oh, is Sig innately unblockable? Sig is innately unblockable. Okay, never mind. My bad. Alright, let's flip her over, and we drew another removal spell, so we just need to kill Sig at this point. Like, Sig is a huge problem. So, she taps for 2, 3, 4, 5. Which is the exact amount I need to cast this. Okay. Yeah, just kill that. And, yeah, I can't attack into their 1-3. Kill that first. We probably need to kill the 2-3 also, sadly. That stops drawing them extra cards. On the bright side, once I get rid of their thing, I can buy this back with him, so that's actually super helpful. Alright, that one doesn't bother me at all. Which one are you again? Tap another untapped merfolk. Oh! Oh, that one. So that one now is the one that has to go. So if I tap her for the white, that would be 3 mana, 2 mana. Oh, it's for each other creature I control? I thought it was for each creature I control. Where X is the number of other creatures I control. Still go up a mana to do this, though, so... Alright, play the forest. White and 1. Hit that up. White and 1. Exile that. Cast this. Pull that back. Pass turn. Yeah, we definitely do not need the 3-2 getting back cheap creatures for the rest of the game. Like, all of their stuff... For some reason, I thought that was Sig. I forgot I had exiled Sig also. With the Blight Slither. I forgot Blight Slither exiled, honestly. I just knew it killed a thing. We need to get Sig off of the board. That is just a straight up Lord. Okay, that's fine. Draw and discard. It still was worth it, though, to get rid of the thing. They had already put a creature they could get back into the graveyard, so... And I wouldn't be able to kill their other stuff without risking it coming back, so... They discarded a Spiral into Solitude because they don't care about my creatures, I guess. Alright. What do we want to do? If I block with all 3 of these, that's not great. I think we just need to kill that thing. I think what I'm going to do here is kill the... Right, we can't block the other guy because they did the thing. Yeah, we're just going to kill the card draw one here. And takes 5... Alright, opponent, I need you to calm down with these merfolk. Alright, so we need to do that. There. Light onto that again. Get rid of their lord. Get my surveil on. Thank you, Mr. Scarecrow. Did not need a forest. And I can't really attack still because of their 1-3 vigilance, so... Alright. Well, that's another unblockable creature, so my clock's getting a lot faster, and they're gaining life every turn on top of that. Alright. I mean, I have stuff I can draw here that will make this a lot worse for them, but I need to find it. They're going to tap Bridget on upkeep. Don't have any double black spells. Let's make that red just in case we draw something. Okay. Change her back. Play my land. Okay. Then tap the other one for the first one? Yeah. Yeah, it makes the most sense here. That Kifkin. I will behold that Kifkin specifically. I'm running out of time to find stuff, which dramatically reduces the amount of stuff I can potentially find, but... That's another brick. Yeah, okay, just flip her back over, which buffs that one. Gonna tap my 3/2 down. Actually, yeah, let's attack with him. I was going to say, we're definitely getting in for 2 points of damage. But if they block it randomly, that puts in my graveyard, which actually makes it easier to do some of the stuff I can do. Yeah, Okay, we're just about out of time now. Going to 3 probably is the end of it. Even if they don't have anything. That does buy me some time. Yeah, get rid of that one. Or attempt to. Hopefully, I was gonna say, hopefully this is just them tapping down my creature. Alright, that bought me a tiny bit of time. Go to combat. Yeah, M for 2 again. Keep their life totals staggered at 30 instead of continuing to grow. Because I do have to kill them eventually. Which one are you gonna make, though? Another one of the 1/3s? Yeah. Yep. That is another land. Yeah, let's see who we tap down. Then I get cut in half, and then I die. Assuming nothing else happens. We had a lot of turns, like so many turns, where we could have won that if the opponent just had not... Or if we had just drawn anything, rather. Like, the opponent doesn't super matter, yeah. So, we're dead next turn, because they have 3 creatures that can potentially be lethal. I have to kill 2 of them to not die. And Swamp will do it. Okay. Yeah, we just bricked way too many turns in a row. They gave us a ton of time. If I had found any of the tree folk, like either the card draw one to get me through all of that, or ideally the one that brings back small creatures, we would have been fine, but... Because we actually could have killed, in theory, I think, all of their stuff. No, wait, we would have needed another source of 1/1 counters. I was going to say, we can, like, blight onto the 2/1 to kill it, to get back the enchantment to exile their thing, and then the enchantment and the 2/1 are in the graveyard, so we could bring the 2/1 back and then bring the enchantment back, but... While all of that is technically true, I did need another source of -1/-1 counters first, before I could pull that off. Spiral into Solitude. I do get a Surveil here, and it does fix my mana. Alright, I'm down. Alright, they have a Wicker Maw. Actually, yeah, I should not hold up the forest just in case. They like the card they saw, and I did find my planes. The 2/2 doesn't attack into their 1/3. I'm just going to run out mine. There's a tiny bit of thing for not putting that out first. Yeah, that's actually fine. Between this guy and this thing. I kind of forgot that was still in the deck, if I'm being honest. Alright, so they are straight up, like, Vivid. Or 2 is literally whatever at this point. Yeah, just hold up Flock Imposter. I'll probably trade the Flock Imposter for the 4/2. That's just too much damage all at once. I was gonna say, if they try to hurt my thing first. Have that going for me. Let's just get rid of a lifelink flyer that can slowly kill my creatures if they have interaction at all. Like, I don't need them flashing in a 2/2 and killing off one of my creatures in the process. Yeah, that's fine. Gonna exile my 2 spells, which sucks, but it happens. Yeah, okay. Just do this. Probably have to exile the giant now, but... And I would have to put a counter on that thing, so... Yep. Put the counter there again. Auto pay the ward. Attack for 3. And pass the turn back. Okay. That is bad because of the 3/3 being an elf, but past that, not too bad, so should be fine. My turn. Yeah, this all seems good. I will behold a Kithkin. I'll behold that Kithkin. And yeah, I think 6 points of trample damage is a bit too much to give up here. Because that takes a lot of their aerial pressure away now. They're back to dealing 3 damage instead of 5. Before Death Touch, not great, but not the worst. Currently taps for 4. Or I can just run this out and attack them with all of my Kithkin. Well, I guess not the 1/1. But... Alright, so what did you have? Okay. Works for me. Yep, that's fine. Oh, we should have... no, we shouldn't have tapped her for the mana. Maybe I shouldn't have transformed her, though. This is 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, maybe I should. I definitely either should have tapped her for the mana to cast this also that turn, or to pump my team, one or the other. Like, I definitely should have tapped Bridget for the mana instead of dealing them 3 points of damage there. Because that still would have been 1, 2, 3, 4. Would have actually dealt them more damage either way. So, that was a mistake. Alright, down to 5. Alright. Alright, 3 wins. 1 more win, and the draft is a great success, and Lorwyn is the best set ever. Well, I am on the play. I do have all of my colors. Depending on if they play an enchantment early on, I might even get to kill a thing. I might have to cast this to Convoke, though. There's a forest. We can bin the plains for right now. I kind of need other stuff. It's a tiny bit bad if they specifically kill my 1/3 and then... Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. This would be 5, so next turn I would have my big creature. I'm just going to run it out and decline. They have a 4/2, but that's okay. I have a 5/6. So, I think I win. I don't actually win. I have nothing but land left in my hand, and they have, like, 5 cards, so the odds of me actually winning this game are pretty abysmal. Ah, they have a 6/5. The odds just keep getting worse. Alright, Bridget is good. Bridget helps an awful lot, and that's a constant stream of bodies to fend off their creatures. But yeah, this looks like another Vivid deck now. Whereas before it looked like it might have been something else. I do not mind seeing the 4/2 changelings. They're not... Like, I'm not trying to kill them with removal, and... Let's flip her over. But yet another forest. So I have 10 trillion mana, I just need something to spend it on. Yeah, where's my dude that pumps all my creatures? There's their dude that pumps all of their creatures, and that's terrifying, because that's +3/+3. Oh, their creatures naturally have trample. Oh my god, that's ridiculous. So I can trade the 5/6 for one of their guys. Still has me taking like 14 damage here. So what was my other option? 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I can't kill this thing even without putting Bridget in the middle of it, so... So I take 16, go to 4, and then just die the next turn. Three, 4, 5. That's 2, 4, 5. So that's 2, 3, 12 damage. Yeah, I'm just gonna lose. Because I can't kill any of their stuff. Tam won't let me. Like, I have to kill Tam before I can kill any of their other creatures. And Tam is not my problem right now, except for that fact. Alright. And that's another land. Alright, so how many land did we draw that game versus spells? Because that felt like we flooded out real hard there. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Yeah, we drew twice as many landed spells, and some of our spells were pretty low impact. Alright, so is Lorwyn the best set ever? Can we get that one more win? I would really like to get one more win. Ooh. Alright, I'm going to keep it. I can definitely see losing with this hand if we don't draw the planes, but... Or if the opponent just has a ton of removal and not much else going on. Yeah, it's not great. Arse is probably my worst draw here. Joke's on you. Still really gonna need that planes, though. That is technically what I asked for. In the most technical sense, that is what I asked for. It's a 2/3 that does what now? Oh, draws some cards. Yep, that's fine. Ooh, Sanar's real good. We had Sanar yesterday and he was insane. Alright. Get that up. Counters there. Yeah, since I didn't do anything, we're just gonna draw our card naturally. Cast this from the graveyard, remove the counters, kill that. Alright, go to combat. If they want to do anything with the mana, they did not. Alright, attack with this. Yeah, we're just gonna play and draw the card. Alright, so play the forest. Choose white. Yes, Brigid. 1/1. Last turn. Sanar's going to be a problem because I don't actually have any way to kill him right now. They have Spiral, Changeling, and Wellguard. They have chosen the Changeling. Oh, Sanar's legendary, so... Yep. Where are you gonna copy? Another of their 2/3. They haven't cast a single spell on my turn yet, but, you know. Gonna get there eventually. I don't need to exile any of those. Alright, go to my turn. Alright, well, we'll find something eventually. Yeah, I still think we put it there. See if they want to block and kill it yet. They do. Hooray! Yep, I'm gonna assign all of that 0 damage there. That. Invoke Vigilance. It's still fine. And... wait, hang on. White. Behold a Kithkin. Autopay. Behold that Kithkin. And play out the planes. Pass turn. Alright, so they get either Glamourmite or the Wellguard, because they can't, there's no red or black card for them to choose. And they can't take the white card. So... don't get me wrong, I am still dying, because they do have 2 flyers here, but... I'm doing fun things, so, you know, it's not all bad. Stupid tree folk not having reach. It chose none of them. Oh! Well, now I just died. Can I have my Surveil back? I need to get rid of the card on top of my deck because I'm going to die in 2 turns now. Jesus. I want to put a stop on my upkeep because I actually do want to mill the cards at this point. Put the 2 counters here. Go to my turn. Yeah, I've changed my mind about that. I do want to mill that because I need to find something better. Draw. Go to main phase. Change her back. Cast this. Remove 3. Get my lifelinker online. Is there any one of these things I could kill that would benefit me here? None of these things are artifacts or enchantments, so that doesn't matter. Yeah, I think I still need to draw the card and try and find something. Because this is only putting me up to 7, which is still enough to kill me now. Why do none of the tree folk have reach? Like, legitimately, why do none of the tree folk have reach? Why are you trying to tap my white sources for that? Yeah, I think we just die here. Grab back this. And cast it. Yeah, because even if they don't hit anything here, I still lose. And, yeah. I guess if I had a reach creature, they would have hit the Glamour Might and gotten to... Oh, that makes a thing a 4/4. I'm sorry, I was thinking that was the Pester Might variant, but yeah. So that's another 2 points of damage. So 4, 5, 6, yeah, we're just very dead here. We're wasting time. Okay. I mean, it's a cool deck, and I had a lot of fun with it, but... we needed to find the right bit of interaction. Like, if we had actually found the stupid enchantment, the Blight to Exile, we would have had a loop going, because we cast this guy out, Blight onto him to kill him, and then Blight onto my other stuff, like Blight onto the Willow to pull him back. And then as we build up counters doing that, eventually we could use that to recast things too. So yeah, we could have actually... gotten into a loop there and killed all of their creatures if we had found it fast enough, but they found the oof before we got there. It's still a cool deck, and I had a lot of fun with it, so... Lorwyn's still a really good set, just not best set ever, I guess. Do I want to do one more? Do I want to save that for later when I get home from work? I guess we have time for one more. Alright, if you're watching this live, give me a minute. I'll be right back. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Have a good rest of your day.